Stoners, welcome to another edition of Sticks-n-Stonez. I am Brent Elrod, your travel guide for today's journey, and I think I've got something that is truly special. I think this is going to be a magnificent pairing. I am pairing the Rocky Patel Vintage 2006 San Andreas. It is pronounced San Andreas. If you look at the tag, you look at the secondary band, it does say San Andreas, but we'll get to why that's important in a moment. I think this is going to be an exceptional pairing. I am pairing it with a equally exceptional spirit in the Dalmore 12-year-old Scotch. I know this is just going to be magical. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now first, let's take a moment to really appreciate the beauty of the Rocky Patel Vintage 2006 San Andreas. It is cloaked in a dark Mexican San Andres wrapper. That's where the differentiation is key. It's spelled San Andreas on the secondary band, but it uses a San Andres leaf. So, and that is complemented by a blend of aged Nicaraguan and Dominican long fillers, which is all wrapped in a, lost my train of thought. It's wrapped in a binder. And the result is a medium to full-bodied smoke that is exquisite. And as I mentioned, the secondary band has San Andreas, like the fault line in California, and maybe it's because this cigar is earth-shattering. That is definitely a possibility. I love this stick, but it uses the San Andres wrapper, which is the growing area in southern Mexico where the San Andres wrapper comes from. Now, this particular Vitola is a Robusto, 5x50 on the ring gauge. As I said, the filler is Nicaraguan and Dominican blend. The binder is, and I got it now, is a Connecticut broadleaf, and then it is wrapped in a beautiful San Andres wrapper. Visually, it is just a beautiful, beautiful dark kind of chocolate brown. There is tight, let me get this out in the sun just a little bit, tight but very visible seams. These are not even like marginally visible. Oh, you can see them. And it doesn't have a tremendous amount of veining, but what it has is very pronounced. And then it does have a wonderful triple cap. So I had to look, and it was hard to see. Now on the nose, I get chocolate and cream, some oak, barnyard, and some nuttiness. Let's give it a cut here. I'm going to use my Cassetti multi-cutter. Beautiful V-cut. Now on the cold draw, I get some notes of like dark chocolate. It's a little bit richer than a regular, milk chocolate. A little bit stronger profile. Some oak and leather. There's a little bit of black pepper in there. and a touch of vanilla sweetness. All right, let's go ahead and fire this up. I'm kind of changing up the order in the way I do things here. First, I'm going to go ahead and take off the secondary band. As you can probably tell, there is just copious amounts of smoke coming off of this stick, and it's really good. You definitely get some really good notes of dark chocolate that maybe just is like a very mildly bitter, kind of on the back of your tongue. You also get some espresso, and it's got a really like pleasant sweetness to it. It's not like sugary, but there's just a hint of sweetness, kind of like in the nose, on the cold draw. There was just that kind of hint of vanilla kind of sweetness. Man, I'm outside, and that still took a long time for that smoke to dissipate. This is a real smoker right here. All right, well, we got to move on. All right, now on to the Dalmore. The Dalmore is after I tried it a couple of times, and I actually got to try. If you go back and look in my historical library, you'll find that. I've paired this a couple of times, and also I paired the 12-year, the 15-year, and the 18-year. I got them from one of their brand ambassadors, and I love the 12-year-old. You know, not taking anything away from the 15 and 18-year-old, but just for my palate, the 12-year was right on top, and it is my number one Scotch above anything else. And then I think most of you probably know my affinity for Johnny Walker, and the Green Label held that mantle for a decade or more, and it took trying the Dalmore to knock it off. Let's go ahead and glass some of this up. Nice little cork pop. My bottle's getting nearly empty. I'm gonna have to replenish. The Dalmore is just, it is a wonderful, wonderful Scotch, in my opinion. Now, this is a single malt whiskey from the Scottish Highlands whiskey making region, and it is renowned for its smoothness yet complexity. It is a very complex profile, but it is exceptionally smooth to drink. It is matured in a combination of American white oak, ex-bourbon casks, and exclusive El Orozco sherry casks. You can tell I'm really on top of it today. But hey, I managed to get the show started without forgetting a piece of my apparatus to keep me running smoothly. Now, the mash bill is 100% malted barley. It's aged a minimum of 12 years. It's 40% alcohol by volume, so 80 proof. And as you can see, if you're watching the live stream, it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful, deep amber bronze with some really great legs on it. Really great legs. I am kind of a leg man, among other things. So, on the nose. I get cinnamon, and caramel, some coffee, maybe some almonds, and kind of that rich, old bar or old church kind of rich wood on the nose. That kind when you walk into a room like that and you can just smell it. It's like the wood's been there for a century. And it's just this wonderful, wonderful smell. It smells much better than, fresh wood. You definitely need some age on it. All right. On the palate. Oh, yeah. You get first something along the lines of like an orange marmalade. Not like a regular jelly. It's a little better than just jelly. But it's a definite orange in the profile. Maybe even along the lines of like a triple sec or Grand Marnier. And then you get a kind of a wash of Christmas spice and milk chocolate. And just some wonderful notes of maybe a little bit of other kinds of citrus, but it kind of gets overtaken by the orange. But you think that they're there. And then there's also some toffee in there as well. It is just there's a reason why I love this, and this is my number one. All right, so let's try them together. I'm going in. For those of you listening, I was holding the glass, the Glencairn, full of smoke on top of the Scotch as it just slowly whiffed up out of the top of the glass, held it up to the camera for the people on the live stream to see. That's just one of those things. I just love to do it. Doesn't really mean much of anything, but I have noticed that some cigars stay in the glass much longer than others. And I think that's just a richer, heavier smoke. And these ones that put out these copious amounts of smoke, it's just going to take a little longer for it to exit out. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. All right. As I take that first flavorful puff of the vintage 2006, and then I take a sip of the Dalmore 12-year-old Scotch, I mean, it does seem to be the perfect partner to amplify the cigar's decadent taste and for it to amplify the Dalmore's just decadent richness. The flavors kind of, mingle and dance and complement each other, kind of just across your palate, and just like a delightful harmony. It just seems to always be in connecting to music, but I am a music guy too. The rich kind of chocolate and espresso notes in the San Andreas wrapper merge just seamlessly with the citrusy forward notes of the Dalmore. I don't know if there's anything that's going to be able to knock these down any. The cigar just have to come apart, or it'd have to get totally unsmokable to pull this back. Wow. Let me take one more puff here. I'm telling you, this Dalmore is so smooth, you almost don't realize you're drinking whiskey. It is that smooth. If you've never tried it, it's, like $65, $70 a bottle. But if you haven't ever tried it, you need to break down and buy a bottle of it because it is excellent. And it matches perfectly with the notes that come off of this particular stick. Perfectly. I don't know that I could have picked another spirit that could have gone with this stick any better. Like I said, barring anything going wrong, this is going to be a wondrous journey. So I am going to burn this down to the halfway mark for those of you listening on the audio, and I will come back and give you an update. Hey, Stoners, I am back. Here at the half, the stick is giving us, the coffee's kind of giving away to a really good espresso bean with a nice creaminess, smoke, maybe a little licorice in there, some hay, and kind of a touch of like a raisiny sweetness. And they are a perfect mate to the oranges and toffee and coffee and spices on the Scotch. I am just thoroughly enjoying this pairing. I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the band, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey, Stoners, I am back. Man, this was a match made in heaven. So here's to the perfect pairing of the Rocky Patel Vintage 2006 San Andreas and the Dalmore 12-year-old Scotch. Treat yourself to this exquisite combination and elevate your smoking experience. If you are somebody that's fairly new to cigars, or maybe even cigars pairing with spirits, this is a match you need to try. You will love it. The San Andreas is in no way an overpowering cigar. It's a very nice medium strength, maybe even mild medium strength. It's got tons of flavor, but it's not going to kick you on your keister. And the same with the Dalmore. Like I said near the beginning, you take a drink of this, it's hard to tell that you're drinking alcohol. It is that smooth. I mean, wonderful. This is like I don't want to say a religious experience, but you made it to the top of some mountain in Tibet, Nepal, and you got the big bell up there with the big log that you swing into it. It's that kind of experience, I think. I love these. I would give, and this is, ding, 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 ding. I would give this pairing, I would give the stick a 99 matchsticks out of 100, and I would give the Scotch 99 whiskey stones out of 100. It is definitely my best pairing of the year, maybe ever. Thing is the one that holds the spot of best ever. It's this Scotch with the Rocky Patel 60, and I think this cigar is just as good as that cigar. And I'm a big Rocky Patel fan. I love what he's done in the cigar world. But thank you for tuning in, you whiskey junkies and cigar aficionados out there. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with more exciting pairings and recommendations. Winter's coming on, so there's going to be times I'm not going to be able to be out so I can record, and I'm going to be doing just some informational type things. So, if it's 30 degrees and the snow's on the ground, I'm not going to be out here smoking a cigar and drinking whiskey. I'm going to be inside telling you about something else that has to do with those. But I do have some great pairings, some great new content coming up. You can find me pretty much anywhere. If you're already listening to me, you have found me, but you know what I mean. You can go to Amazon. You can actually find the show on the Amazon shopping app. Type in Sticks-n-Stonez, S-T-O-N-E-Z, and we pop up. And you can also find us on Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeart Sprecher. You can find us. Sprecher is iHeart's podcast platform. You can find us on Sprecher. You can find us on iHeart. And Sprecher also forwards to YouTube. It's not the video, but it's the audio of the show. So I don't know anybody that doesn't have a YouTube sign in. We also are on Rumble. You can find us on Rumble as well. Visit our website, STICKSNSTONEZ.com, sticksandstones.com. You can find the episodes there. You can find blog posts. You can find links to the Amazon store for show merchandise. If you want a nice Sticks and Stones shirt, we've got them over there. And we also have links to our affiliate marketing partners, where if you buy something through our link, I get commission on the purchase from the retailer. Fanatics.com, Freedom Fatigues. I got some more Freedom Fatigues dropping here in the next day or two. Another little commercial with some stuff. Caliber Coffee. Caliber Coffee is wonderful. It's about time for me to order some more. Pinto Ranch. That's where my Toasted Palm Stetson come from. And if you want one of those, you can get to it from the website. Just click on Pinto Ranch's icon. Carhartt. True Classic Menswear. That's one of our newest ones, along with Keeper's Heart Irish American Whiskey. And I'm going to be pairing that very soon. So I am really looking forward to it. It is, Total Wine pretty much carries everything, but this is going to be the first just spirit, single spirit that is paired with the show, and so I'm very excited about that, so keep watching. But until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great